Okay, welcome back to Just Enough Garage. You got a few more cans of paint. Let's see what we can do.
What you doing?
Well, I put a big slather right there on that scratch dent. I figured I couldn't make it worse. So, update. This is junk still. All right, update. That side, we've used the $18 can for just a little patch. I've just sanded this down again with 150. It looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna paint it, John. Call it a day.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. I'm putting these. Remember there were screw holes in here?
No.
Yeah, when we first got it, this was screwed on because the hinge was screwed up, and I did a video fixing the hinge one day.
And that's how you get that. And the other one that I don't want to go down there for.
There was problems.
What? Really?
This thing has had problems.
It's almost like somebody hit something right with this corner and then repaired it.
So what do you do with old lists? You turn them into this.
You turn them into new mixing boards.
And then when you got some of this on here, you just wipe it on something. Like right here.
Oh, yeah.
That's the stuff I'm trying to keep. Yeah. Anyway, so there's a quick... Oh, man, you walked into the tent, dude.
Oh, weird. It's like I'm trying to focus on filming on also walking.
Anyways, I think we're going to get it.
You think?
Let's go around to this side and see how horrible this is. We've been struggling along here. Mrs. Just Enough Garage just came out and was seeing the trouble we went through, and she's still trying to yeah, we're going to spray that on there. It's going to work. And I'm like...
It worked back there.
Yeah, it did pretty good. It's just, if that much was $20, that'd be 40, 60, 80. Probably about $200 to do this, spray it.
And then it would look right.
Probably should.
But why would we do that?
But it was all dented and banged up. Anyways, let's go sand some Bondo in a few minutes.
In a few minutes, yeah. It's got to dry. Come on.
Okay, it's the next day. We got called away yesterday on a rescue mission, and we never got any further on the paint job. So today, this afternoon, I'll set up the tents back over, and I'm going to try to work on this. Mrs. Just Enough Garage came out yesterday while we were gone, and she did a beautiful job of getting this off. It turned out really good, but I don't know that it was worth the time. Let me walk over here real quick. I got a bunch of junk in the way. So on here, I've got a little Bondo patch deal to do. There was a scratch. You can see the pink has turned out pretty nice. I'll probably give it one more coat when I do the whole thing. But the rescue mission yesterday involved Johnny's truck, towing my car trailer back there to go rescue that red Ford. Belongs to my daughter and her husband. They went on a camping trip, and they made it way up the mountain and got as far as within about a mile of their destination, and the heater hose blew. Anybody who knows those Fords know they use a plastic end on them at the firewall. It failed. They got towed down to the highway. We showed up with the rescue rig. Why did we use this? Because my Power Stroke is still at the stupid place. It's been 14 days. Pretty disappointed in their service. I'm not going to mention who. They're busy. Whatever. So that's an update. We're going to hit back onto this and get going here. But I thought I could have probably got all that done last night, but it wasn't in the cards. So stay tuned. I think I get it all painted today still. All right, good evening. I'm in a foreign town helping a friend out. I needed to use my truck here, my Brat, to tow. What is it on the end of the line? A Nash Metropolitan. What year is it?
60.
60. It had a voltage regulator problem. Beautiful car. Was restored, what, 10 years ago maybe?
Yeah.
Anyways, we're coming. We're coming through this beautiful little Dutch town. It's probably, what, 15, 20 miles from where I live. There's a friend of mine from work, and he's like, hey, Darian, I need your help. He says, this thing quit on me. And I said, I'll be right there. How could you not when you got a classic? He didn't know I had this brat, and he was surprised. And we're laughing to ourselves all the way across town. Anyways, we'll get back to you in a little bit. Well, it's time for the big reveal. I don't know. Can it be done with cans of paint? Yes. Does it look good? I don't know. I'm going to walk away from it, and tomorrow I'm going to come with fresh set of eyes. I did not have enough paint. 14 cans was not enough. I have to still do the back, but that's okay. I got a bumper to straighten here. You know, this is still drying. I finished just a minute ago. It was warm today, and the shade helped. This is just a base coat. My beautiful spouse is going to come by and do some sort of artistic something with it. So we're going to wait to see. My obligation was to her was to make it run, make it drive, make it dependable, and make it pink. And I've done those things. I've satisfied our verbal contract. So I'm going to obviously help her, of course. What I need to do is the back and the top, if that's important. I don't know. I got to get a little bit around here to touch it up. So let's look at what we've got done. It was 13 cans of paint to get to this far. 3 cans of primer included. I got one over here sitting in the shade. One last. My neighbor's always working on something. He's so industrious. I got 1 can left. Obviously, I don't want to start a job with it. You can still see a little shadowing with the primer underneath, but I saw that on this piece yesterday, and today I don't see it as much. So let's walk away. We got windshields to put in. I think that I'm going to approach my friend Eric. We talked about racing this summer with his 57 Chevy, and I think old Pinky here is going to be my challenge. I think I'm going to take old Pinky and see if he can outrace. I mean, can you imagine if somebody was watching us do this? They would never even phone the police because they'd say it was a wild pink Willys and an old 57 Chevy turquoise that were racing. Nobody would believe it. It hasn't happened for years. So did you see that little bit of, it's some shadows in there. It's got a nice sheen on it if you can see the shadows and the sheen. I mean, it's glossy, okay? It looks okay. But we got just a little bit of shadowing still. That gray primer really didn't help this pink paint. I did all this work. Well, you saw it in the last video. I don't know. I ran out of paint. We had a discussion about it. I still got to do this much here on the back. And 3 cans showed up from the Smiley Box Company. So I think I'm probably going to try to paint this yet this evening. It's already after 7. The rain, it has been raining all day and yesterday. I mean, August is just, ugh. The plants love it, but nobody else does. So I got to do some sanding, obviously. I've got to do some cleaning. There's still a dent there. But I'm trying to get this thing painted so Mrs. Just Enough Garage can go ahead and get her artwork on there. Anyways, I got 10 or 12 more cans coming. And the areas that I've given, this was like kind of like a heavy first coat, maybe a second coat. But the areas up front here where, well, you can still see some of that shadowing. I've painted this a couple of times and it's turned out pretty good. That just might be what the paint's doing on this thing. It looks better. It looks 1,000 times better than what we started with. Like I say, we have the new windshields to throw in it. I've left the masking on. It got rained on. I mean, so if you were to chalk it up to everything that could be done wrong, I probably got it covered. But I'm getting it through, you know. I've got a bunch of parts on this we're ready to go on. I tried doing 2 things at once, and I've kind of like turned into doing 2 wrong things instead of 1 right thing. So I'm just going to fix this, finish this, get it out of the shop area. So bear with me. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. We've been getting some new subscribers. Look back at my old videos. That always helps the algorithm. That helps me too. If you haven't seen a video on this Willys, go ahead and look on those. You'll enjoy that, you know. We modified these, put them on, made that. We had a whole pickup that we took this bed off of. I seamed the frames together. We've done lowering kits. We've rebuilt all the brakes. Been into that engine. Like I say, there's a lot going on here. We still got to do the interior, so that's coming up. I got to make some kind of panels for these. The glove box door is gone. The instrument panel, I have that inside panel. Like I say, the windshields. This seat doesn't fit where the hoot. That one actually is pretty comfortable. If I can find another one, those we determined from the comment section are probably Dodge Vans out of the 70s. This is like, it's not Honda, but it's just horribly made. You know, it's just, I don't know what the story was. You know, the headliner, none. There's stuff to do in here, and that would be kind of a neat to see that back together. Like I had mentioned before, it came from Car Show 1994. It was once upon a time a nice vehicle, I understand. So we're trying to do something with it. And if you guys recall from the story, it was literally going to go to the scrapper if I didn't do something. And I figured out all the title work and stuff, and then I've made this. So anyways, let me get rolling on the back, and I'll give you updates as we go. Before we could tape that, and that, we're getting raindrops. You think that's going to stop me now, John?
It should, but it's not going to.
I don't need to paint the bumper because we still got to do the damage.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pressured, man, to do this. Let's do it. I wiped it down with some, on the lawnmower there, mineral spirits. Pretty exciting. Mary will probably fast forward it. So let's talk budget on this. I've got under $4,000 invested in it, and I think I'm almost finished. 200 and something for paint, 800 for the bed, 1,000 for the project, including the wheels, the motor parts I had, some gaskets, paperwork for the title, which was, I thought, expensive. It was almost the cost of the vehicle, just a little bit under. There was something else I spent a bunch of money on, John.
Well, we'll figure it out one of these days.
Well, maybe it's not as high as I thought it was. 2,900 bucks, maybe?
Maybe.
Hey, this whole thing is cheaper than getting a diesel fixed.
Yeah.
It's a cool rig. And you know what, John? You know what the part about this that makes it special?
No.
It was made with love.
About what it was.
Yeah, it was made with love.
I thought it was made from a Dodge and a Jeep.
Yeah, but it was made with love. I should stop because I'm going to screw up that tire.
Yeah? It's also starting to rain harder.
Alright. But let's look at this. Let's stand here and look. That took out a lot, that extra coat. I mean, it's not dry. You can see the shadowing in it. But that took a lot of the stripey out. Now compare it to this one over here. And you can still see the stripey in it, even though it's getting dark on us. So let me use the rest of this can on the back here. Because why not? I like this. You can't break that light.
Yeah, you can. You just have to rip it out of the aluminum box.
Just in case anybody's interested to know, Redding's boxes are not made in Redding's, California. I think it said Pennsylvania over there on the thing I covered with tape the other day.
That's disappointing. Isn't there like 3 other places that are called Reddings, though?
Oh, I don't know. John, I'm not an encyclopedia. I a Golosaurus. A thesaurus. A Dewey Decimal System. Boy, the darker it gets, the easier it is to paint this.
The nicer it looks too.
Yeah. Hell, that'll look great from the living room. I worked with a guy and he always said, you can't see it from my house. That was his way. And it really irked this other guy we were working with. And I'm like, haven't you figured out he just says that to get your goat? And he's like, well, I wish he wouldn't. I'm like, that's exactly why he's saying it. Don't mess with it, Darian.
Yeah, figure it out later.
Touch up. Touch up, touch up, touch up.
Nah, I think it looks good this way. We won't even take the paper tape off and just drive it this way.
Yeah, Mother Nature will take it off.
Oh, yeah.
A good rainy afternoon and get rid of most of this. All right, another story time. I know this video's boring, sorry. Story time with Darian. In 1990, a guy came to the high school driving a freshly painted Opel. Okay, yeah. Make fun, joke, ha ha ha, mini Corvette, stupid car. Okay. Anyways, he had this Opel, and he had all this tape. It wasn't this kind of tape. It was masking tape, and it was all around everything. And we're like, what happened, dude? Why is this tape sticking? He goes, well, my friend painted it in his free time, and he masked it like a year ago, and he finally got it painted. Then when we went to take the tape off, it was like stuck on really hard. And so he says, every once in a while, I'll just work on a section and razor knife and pull the tape off. So he had it around back of the shop. Pretty soon, all of us teenage boys are like, we got our thumbnails peeling up tape, and you know, that's pretty cool. Years later, I seen that guy. I can't think of his name right now. At a place I was working, had like 2,000 people there, right? And I run into him, and I'm like, hey, bud, you remember me at all from high school? He's, nope. He was older than me. I said, I remember your Opel on that tape, and he just started laughing. I said, what happened to that car? He says, oh, man, after high school, I got something better, you know? Because I was thinking, well, maybe if you still had the car, you know, we could put a small block Chevy in it, and it'd be cool again. You ever seen an Opel, John?
I've seen a couple, yeah.
Yeah, you don't see them very much.
There's always one in the car shows.
You think so? Put in the comments if you know what an Opel is. It's an Opel GT. And I always say put it in the comments. Nobody ever puts it in the comments, so I don't have a high value. But
Some people do.
Opel GT, you know? I know the roadkill people, not the roadkill people, but what's the gal that was on Motor Trend? She had one she was fixing up down in California 5 or 8 years ago. You know, they're responsible, that sort of TVing for doing stuff that I'm doing. I watched all that stuff, same as everybody else. The adventures, the fun, the taking the car from nothing and making it into something. I mean, that is really I think a lot of us were doing it. We just didn't realize that so many of us were doing it. You know, there was a place years ago in town where we used to go cruising. John, you ever gone cruising?
No?
Cruising. My older brother had this 63 Chevy. I didn't really work on that. 63 Chevy. It was an Impala, 2-door. He had 5 different engines in it in like 5 months. The guy had a heavy foot. Boom! They're all small block Chevys. The 283 was long gone. He blew up a 400. Blew up a couple of 350s. I don't think he had a 327 in it. But yeah, he was heavy-footed. Anyways, that car was heavy, but it was fast. And we'd do this light-to-light racing, goofing around. He had a really cool stereo in it. But he was big hair 80s bands. We're always playing on that Impala. Yeah, it eventually got wrecked. Not even his fault. Somebody on his way home from work pulled out from a stop sign or something. And then he took the money and he bought a Beretta Camaro. I was like 5 years old at the time, and the Impala went. I had it for a short time. I found some front end pieces, and he says, look, man, I'm raising a family. I ain't got no time to fix that. We got 1 can left. It's getting dark. I'm going to call it quits. I beat the rain. I think I might draw this to a close because, look at me, I'm covered in pink paint. Mariana's going to throw out some video about our trip to the ocean and some historical facts. I thought I had a little clip of the steam powered roller that was at the tractor show.
The steamroller?
I guess I didn't push the button right, so I didn't ever get that video. Anyways, we go to a story and I tell a little story, and I always thought it was cute, whether she uses that clip or not. Hey, I'm human. I make mistakes still. Imagine that. Anyways, thanks for watching. If I don't see you before next week, hopefully this will be done. I've got some plans to do a little short drag race with it once I get it finished up. You remember Eric? I'm calling him out right now. When my pinky old Jeep is done, this is the one I want to race your 57 Chevy with. I don't care. It could be to 50 miles an hour. It could be 300 feet race. I don't care. Let's do something. Anyways, we'll get these two lined up. Old hot pink here. It has a name. I believe it's Cubert or something now. It's changed names a couple times. And I think I'll throw the ladders on the top when we race it too. You know, really make it look like a work truck, you know.
Put all the tools in it, really.
Oh, yeah. Make sure the 57 has a chance. You know, that's all about that.
No, traction. Come on.
Oh, look at John. Look under there. It's got traction.
Nah.
It's got traction.
Put more weight in it.
Anyways, enough goofing around. Watch the videos of the West Coast, and we'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so in last week's video, you remember I had the tractor show and the steam engine went by. And anyways, it was donated from the city of Astoria, Oregon, which was donated to the, I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, the tractor show, and it stays on their grounds now. It used to do these streets. So we've been driving around here for a minute, and I'm going to take you on a ride just to show you that this is steeper than San Francisco, in my opinion. This is steep. This is the freaking road. Now I'm going to turn down here on this next street, and I think, how did that steam engine ever do this? I don't know, but that's what they say. I'm probably going to have to go down here and go left to get the full effect. But if you can see right there how steep that is, that's steep. So I'll go down here and turn around. There's some really cool old Victorians, and we're just out, you know, lollygagging today. No big deal, right? Oh, you can see the Victorians. This is the city courthouses. Look, I'm your tour guide. Welcome to the city of Astoria. I think I can turn around right here in this parking lot, the back of this old courthouse, museum now. Oh, the county jail. Look, every car in the city's pulling in behind me. It's great. Alright, we're running out of cars. Keep it moving, people. Making a movie here. Get out the way. Alright. So if you look up the street, you'll see how steep that is. It doesn't even look it on camera until you drive it. So everybody accelerates, because now we're doing like 20, 30. It says speed limit 20, but that's steep. It's like 40 degrees, I swear. Anyways, that's for entertainment. If you haven't been to Astoria, get in a car, drive around. Get an underpowered Subaru, you'll love it, you know? Wow, that was a steep hill. Let's go this way, see what's down here. I bet you don't see anybody skateboarding down that hill. Oh, look at that, they got a lion in their front yard. A tiger. It's a liger. There's another Victorian. If you like Victorians, Astoria is your place to come. It's pretty authentic here. story. You got to come check it out on your own. And let's see what we find next. Pacific Ocean. Jetty. Columbia River. Washington to the north.